Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Stand by for Vegas Live Entertainment Radio with Ron Garrett and co-host Neal Portnoy.
It's Vegas Live Entertainment Radio, the most watched live entertainment radio show in Las Vegas. Join us for a fast-paced hour of fun and laughs. And now, here's Ron Garrett.
Thank you, Tammy, sweetheart. I love you, Tammy. She's in Texas right now, Neal. Tammy's down there with her girlfriend, Melanie.
Again.
Oh, they're very good friends. They've been friends for years.
They have girls' weeks off together.
Yeah.
They do, yeah.
They do. Is there something wrong with that?
No, maybe they can invite my wife.
You want to get rid of her for a while?
For a week.
You don't want to say that on the air,
I
do
didn't
you?
say it. You said it. I didn't say it.
I didn't say it. You said it.
I'm not getting in trouble.
You
Not
said
gonna
it.
happen.
No, you
No,
said it. No. Neal Portnoy, our co-host and an executive down there at Portnoy Gallery. Well, at least you want to be an executive.
Well, we were redoing our website, and it says meet our team, and it's got, Dorothy, owner, Portnoy Gallery, Neal Portnoy, artist, and I had to put Daniel, the gallery dog. So he's now on the website, yeah.
Say hello to Doug Shane sitting next to Neal.
Yes.
Doug,
hey, everybody.
Doug, program director here in Las Vegas back in the day, and wants another job doing that. So we're going to try and help you out. See if we can get you booked someplace.
I can cut some spots for people, too.
You got the voice. You got the whole thing going.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun.
Doug Shane, formerly the program director, KFMS Radio, and Y93 KVEG, which is right next door.
Do they ever run out of letters for radio stations?
No.
No. Okay.
Sonny Santino.
Hey.
Sonny, we just love having you here. We got some good things coming up with you. Sonny is a cook and so much more. And Sonny, here, this is always got to play this for you.
You understand now, Doug? What's going on?
I do.
You get it, right, Doug?
Yeah.
Don't mess with Sonny.
No, I'm in here with two Italian guys.
Three,
and I'm just the Americana.
It's amazing. Every dinner at Sonny's home,
make you a deal.
They play this song before dinner arrives on the table.
Yeah, why is that, Sonny? Why do they play that before dinner? What is that? You get us all in the mood?
It's like for an opening, a grand opening to come in.
Welcome to the studio, Sonny Santino.
Thank you for being.
Doug, disc jockey, program director, radio consultant,
general
general manager.
Yeah.
Doug is an amazing programmer, and he's the guy responsible for taking several radio stations. Most recently, or the best, was KFMS to a number one position, Y93, and several. We're going to be talking to Doug. We have some old radio stuff we're going to be listening to and playing right in just a little bit.
Radio's fun.
So we want to say hello to everybody out there, including Tracy Robinson Galvin, TRG. She'll be calling in.
At 5 past the hour?
10 past the hour.
10 past the hour.
That's right.
Okay.
And also, I forgot to say that Sonny is a pop opera singer and a showman, a TV host, and a cook.
And amazing. He's amazing.
Internationally
you just met him.
I did, but I searched him out and researched him, and he got a vocal range that's unbelievable.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you searched him out?
And when you go,
it's kind of scary.
When you go look at him on the web,
you know who you were searching out?
You know who comes up? The Godfather guy.
Isn't that
really?
Right?
Yeah, you search.
Hey, Doug, you're just a guest. You're not supposed to be searching people and doing
anything.
What the hell are you doing that?
I want to be able to talk to him and know what I'm talking about.
I know that, So
that's
Neal,
my Doug. That's it.
Your Doug. Neal, when I said to Neal, I've got Doug Shane on, he said, who the hell's Doug Shane?
Who's that?
No, so I said, listen, he'll come in with paperwork and I'll have everything in front of me, which he did.
I did.
He did. It's like a paperwork.
We're not going to go to any of that stuff that's
no,
on
I'm
there.
Sure.
No,
yeah, but it's pretty
You
impressive.
wrote the script. We already threw it in the trash.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to remind everybody that we were banned in Russia once again last week.
Oh, no.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Richard Giacovino, who's in studio with us right now, he's the boss, the managing director of Hey Vegas, Hey Media, Hey Vegas TV, and all that. And we are around the world right now, Neal.
Except for Russia.
That's fine. I wonder if we're on in Iran.
Well, we're live right now on Hey Vegas TV. So if you search...
In Iran.
If you search Hey Vegas TV,
there you go,
which is Hey Vegas Media, Rich Jackal over here, you will be able to watch this show live right now and constantly refresh your browser, and watch any show on that wonderful station.
Also, TRG, Tracy's calling in at 510.
Yep.
To fill us in on what's happening over there at the Composer's Room. But first, our disclaimers. All the music we're about to play has been cleared. We have all the necessary licenses and so on, except in Russia.
Correct. We can't.
I don't think we're on in Iran either, by the way. I don't think so.
Well, they don't get any radio
And so we're
right
cool
now.
with that. Let's do some shout-outs. First up, of course, my sweetheart Tammy and her girlfriend Melanie down there. Melanie Knudsen and Tammy Morelli are having fun in Texas. Last week's guests.
Oh, great guess.
Tyreek Johnson. Thank you, Tyreek, for being on. Matt Dorman. Almost time, Neil, for his album release.
Yeah, Tuesday's the album release.
We heard from Gaby Lopez, one of the biggest new stars in town. She's amazing.
Constantly busy.
And I've been talking with Sonny about the vegetables that Bob and Paul, my next door neighbors, are growing, and they've got a whole. And I watch them; they grow them.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you making the sign?
What sign is that?
Bob and Paul's vegetable stand, open daily, 12 to 12.
It's not open. There is no vegetable stand.
Oh, I thought they were growing vegetables.
No, not for a vegetable stand.
They should, though.
Why is that?
Because you keep talking how wonderful it is.
Well, that's right, and I'm going to. We're going to split them.
All right.
But they're growing the famous tomato that only comes from a place in Italy with special dirt and it's called
San Maranzano.
There you go, San Maranzano.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Can you say it?
I can't say that.
Try it. Just try.
San Maranzano.
Sun, like the sun.
San
Maranzano.
San Maranzano.
San Maranzano.
See the way you do San Maranzano.
I know, but what does he know? He's a white man.
I
He doesn't
don't know.
doesn't he?
Oh, you did it good.
I tried.
It was also so. Thanks, Bob and Paul. By the way, like I was telling Sonny, because he knows about vegetables, you know, that they are growing beautifully and they're turning red. You have a similar plant in your yard?
I got it. But my problem is maybe you want to ask him. I've been growing tomatoes since I was a kid too, and my problem is that these ones over here in Vegas, for some reason, I have the bottoms of them start turning black. And almost like they look like they're rotting in the bottom. I don't know what it is. So ask your friend. Maybe you know.
Well, I look at those tomatoes every day because they're right next to the dog run. So
And you got to clean
I
it.
want to make damn sure that they're fertilized. No, it's a little higher up and off to the side. But I watch them every day, and I'm just for some reason I'm going nuts watching vegetables.
They're nice.
As they turn and grow and get bigger.
I'd be
They become your
curious
kids. They become your kids. They're like my kids.
Curious why they're turning black.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Only at Sonny's place.
Yeah.
They might be part Sicilian.
That's why.
Could be.
Yeah, that could be it.
It's the dark web.
Over my
It's
head.
a Sicilian San
Way
Maranzano.
over my
Sicilians have a lot of nationalities mix. Doug, I know you're, again, a white boy from, where you from, Minnesota? What is it?
No, Wichita, Kansas.
Same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Same thing.
On this
Wichita.
side of the tracks.
Is that where the Shockers are from?
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me finish my
And the
shout-outs.
Jayhawks.
My shout-outs, everybody. We got my Florida cousins, Diane and Michelle and Susie, along with Bud Caputo on the East Coast, and Lou Rosano.
The UFologist.
UFO. Hey, Brian. Brian's getting married on Wednesday. You're going to
Yeah.
Hawaii. Is Lou going to visit with you? No? He's having surgery.
Congratulations.
Well, he'll be right out here to visit with you for your honeymoon's in Hawaii, too, or you're coming back to Vegas. Yeah. Will you be
He's
here next
shaking
week?
his head.
No photos next week.
No photos
Bring
next
your
week.
camera,
All right.
Neil.
I'll bring my camera.
Bring your camera. Also, shout-outs out to Elaine Hansen of Southern Nevada Living, a new TV show coming to, there she is, there's TRG, a new TV show coming to Hey Vegas TV. It's going to be great, along with Sonny Santino's show, which we're going to start producing this Monday.
Whoa.
And we're looking forward to the world of Sonny Santino, whatever the heck that is. And
You'll
we'll
find
know.
out.
Let's say hello to Emily Connor Cooper with a hit show, Legends and Laughs, starring her and many, many great guests. Watch for the new one with Pete Barbuti that she did a great job on. Marty is having a Marty party in honor of you, Neil. He told me that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says it's the Neal Portnoy Memorial
All right.
Wet T-shirt contest.
I'm dead already. Now I got a memorial. Jeez.
You've been Portnoyed.
Yeah. Well, you know what? His is called Portnoygraphy. That's what his is called. Yeah.
It's the
I did
it's
that
the
one
Neal
time with Marilyn
Neal
Chambers.
Portnoy Memorial Wet T-shirt contest. Doug, you've done a bunch of wet T-shirt contests.
I did one with Marilyn Chambers, who was part of it one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Marilyn Chambers, is that
That's Trump's girl, yeah.
Debbie Does Dallas? Is that Marilyn Chambers?
Behind the green door.
Oh, Green Door. I forget which one that
Yeah.
was. Of course, I never watched
Isn't
anything
that in
like
Commercial Center?
that. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I used to watch things like that, but they're no good.
I never did.
I know you did. You're
I
a
saw it
nice
live.
boy. You're a nice boy.
Should be
Adam
proud.
Carolla was by the studio this week. You know Adam. He was on the Man Show. He did a car show, and he's a regular at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, and he's a
nice.
very funny guy.
Nice.
Adam Carolla. We also say hello to Joy Schaefer, who is the glue over at Pompeii Entertainment, and she's a fantastic lady. Alexander, who is one of the directors over at the Composers Room, he came by. Janet Conway and Gene Ferrari. Gene down in Fort Myers, still trying to get himself hooked up. What's up?
TRG's waiting on the phone.
Oh, sorry, TRG. I get carried away with my own voice.
I was trying to give you hand signals.
Let's bring in TRG. I'm sorry, Tracy. I was talking to myself there for a while. You're up.
No worries at all. And Neal, I will answer your question. Yes, the green door is in the commercial center.
See, I
Okay.
knew it. I knew it. Thank you,
I didn't want to
TRG.
point it out, Neil, but I guarantee I'd leave it to you.
Well, I've never been there, but I know it's there.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Well, we do
Sorry
have
for the lead-in.
That's quite all right. We have another great week of entertainment coming up here at TCR. We have trivia in the tavern on Monday with Jimmy Ellis and Karaoke A Go-Go. Tuesday, we have Headstrong Butterflies and Mojave Blue. Wednesday is Dana Day, Nicholas King, Cliff on the piano, Till Seth Do Us Part, and All You Can Eat Orchestra. Thursday, we have the High Rise Duo, Kelly Clinton and Karaoke Night Live. Friday, we have a special event with Kenny Mayne, who is in the sports field.
Yeah.
I don't know anything
ESPN.
about sports, but it's a very popular, growing show. Go ahead.
You did a party for us for the broadcast alumni community, and we had a great
We
time.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Saturday, we have the Punk Rock Brunch. I Love Musicals, which is an afternoon show that starts at 2. We have afternoon sax in the tavern, the Rum Runners, and La Pena. And then closing out our week on Sunday, we have the Magic of Samed and Rock and Roll Church.
I'm getting a little confused. It's TRG, and now we have TCR,
Who's that?
the Composers Room.
It's always been TCR.
Yeah, but I've never heard it with the 3 letters. I'm all confused now. Don't do that to me.
Doesn't take much to
I
confuse.
think you started it, Neal. I think that was your
Well,
fault.
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. What Doug was talking about, Tracy, was recently there was a party over there in the midday for some broadcast people, and it was a big hit.
Nice.
Yes, I do recall that.
That's right. Hey, thank you so much. How's everything going? You guys are busy as hell over there. You got some terrific acts like you always do, and people that are new to Vegas, some not so new to Vegas. Always a terrific lineup at the Composers Room.
Wonderful.
And I hear wonderful things about what a great general manager you are. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, guys. Have a good week. Talk next week.
You got
Okay,
it. See ya.
you got it. Bye-bye. We're going to take a break right now. Sonny, we're going to play one of your songs. And what's it titled on top of there? I wrote it down, but Sonny Sings. Let's just go with Sonny. And when we come back, it's a compilation of your opera. And when we come back, Sonny will be talking to you about it. And we got some stuff for you too, Doug. I can't wait. Here it is. Here's Sonny Santino.
Non mio nessun saprà, no, no, sulla tua bocca lo dirò quando la luce. Te voglio bene assai, ma tanto, tanto bene sai, è una catena ormai, e scioglie sangue dentro e vene sai. Te voglio bene assai.
You know your pool looks tired and worn out.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Stand by for Vegas Live Entertainment Radio with Ron Garrett and co-host Neal Portnoy.
Hey Vegas! Celebrate every day in style at the Composer's Room. From live music to comedy shows, we've got entertainment that'll give you that Las Vegas vibe. Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you're a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Reserve your visit to the Composer's Room today and start celebrating Las Vegas our way.
Looking for a night out that's pure Vegas? Welcome to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, voted best comedy club in Las Vegas. Located at the Link Promenade, just steps from the High Roller, it's your ticket to big laughs from top comics handpicked by Jimmy Kimmel himself. No two shows are alike. Every night's a headliner, and every seat's a great one. Get your laughs at the best. Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, only in Vegas, only at the Link.
And we're back on Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, along with co-host Neal Portnoy, and our guests, Doug Shane and Sonny Santino. Sonny, 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 what a beautiful song. Let me do this shout out real quick. Dana Day's out there right now. Hello,
Hey, Dana.
Ted Cook, Teddy, Uncle Teddy in the park. Ted Cook, hello, Teddy. Vicky Pearson, Patrick Frazee, your pal Marty Carmo, the
Marty Party. How's it going? My memorial. How's
your
it
memorial,
doing?
the Neal Portnoy Memorial Wet T-shirt contest going on.
Oh boy,
it's fun to have a wet T-shirt contest named after you, isn't it?
Well, listen, I'll take anything named after me at this point. Yeah. Wet
Okay.
T-shirt contest. I'm in.
Okay, well, I also have the Neal Portnoy bathroom right down the way if you want to go to.
Take a right, second door to the left says men's on the door. Yeah.
Randy
I
Wong.
had to find it.
Hello, Lorenzo Clark, one of the funniest
Lorenzo.
and cleverest
Happy
magicians.
happy
It's
birthday.
his birthday
His
today.
birthday,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Hey.
Birthday, Lorenzo.
Mark Love, Mark Shimonies. Mark Love is out there. Hello, Mark.
Hey,
Good
Mark.
to have you on. And Aldikar Mencato.
What?
Anybody know who that is?
No.
Okay, all right. Sonny,
Oh,
we just heard you sing beautiful opera.
Mm.
That was great. What's the background to all that? Where'd you record those, and what's that all about?
I recorded those actually in Canada. Some of them they were recorded in when I was on tours and stuff, and we were doing some of those recordings. But mostly it's all opera. That's on my album. It's not on my next album that's coming out.
What's the name of the album?
Sonny Santino.
Okay, well, that's a good
That's
choice
it.
of names.
That's it. Sonny Santino.
Yeah,
Sonny
good
Santino.
choice. Yeah.
It's good to name it after yourself. That's
you
all
go.
right.
I wasn't going to name it after Neil. He's got the wet T-shirt things. I can't.
Yeah, he's got
It's the
he's
memorial.
famous.
It's the
a
memorial.
memorial, right?
Jack Nicklaus has the memorial golf tournament. I have the memorial
Yeah.
wet
Sonny, you're a
T-shirt.
songwriter, you're a singer, you're an entertainer, you're a performer of worldwide concerts, pop, opera, so much more.
Cook.
More than a singer, you're involved in other businesses as well.
Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur. You've been a headliner in many places. You had a group called the Blackjacks when you were doing that. That was an interesting group then, right? You had some lot of fun. A lot of fun with the Blackjacks.
We toured all over the world with those guys. Yeah.
That's an amazing. You're from Sicily.
Yeah.
You're born in Sicily.
I'm born in Paris.
In Paris.
In Paris, my mom and dad, when my dad was working in Paris, so they got married back in Sicily. Went home, got married in Sicily. I was made in Sicily,
Are you a
and
made
then
man?
I came out in Paris, and then back in Sicily. So
You were made in Sicily.
made
Yeah.
in Taormina.
I just had this visual made in Sicily.
He cleaned rooms.
Yeah, and then I
was a maid,
I
yeah.
came out in. I mean, that's people come out different
No,
ways, but I
that's
came
the
out
way
in
it is.
France.
That's the
Okay.
way it is.
Is it stamped someplace?
It is.
Made
It
in
is.
Sicily.
I got it.
And you
made
have
in
a house
Sicily.
in Canada. You have a beautiful home here in Las Vegas. You have a place. How can you afford all that? Is singing paying off that good?
When I was a kid, I was smart. Everything I made, whenever I was working, when I was young, I had kids to pay. So it was like I'd keep $10 in my pocket. I'd be all over. I'd be like in Taiwan and Hong Kong and walk around with $10 in because I used to just send the money back home.
that was rude of me to ask you
And,
that.
no, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth. A lot of musicians.
Only because I'm jealous and I want a house in Canada, Italy, and Sicily. There's a difference. and Vegas.
Italy. It is Italy. Sicily.
Yeah, but it's been more Sicily. Yeah, it only became Italy 150 years ago. Before that, it was a lot of things.
I'm in Pahrump.
That's like Sicily. It's like the Sicily of Las Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, everybody over there.
Yeah, grapevines right behind my house.
What's a Pahrump six-pack? It's 3 teeth and 3 beers. Is
that used to be our AM list. No,
that's Bullhead City. I got it all mixed up.
Yeah.
I was down there for a while. You're a sausage maker on top of everything else. We showed us at your home. You're a little sausage machine.
Yeah, I do that in my garage. I've done that ever since I was, again, when I was a kid, because you were with your mom, your dad, and everybody, all your compadres and all your family. They'd all get together every few months and make sausage. Man, but I do everything. I make the capicolo, the sausage, the San Maranzano.
San Maranzano.
San Maranzano, you say it that way.
Had a little twist on the Maranzano.
Maranzano.
Sonny, I have a question, though.
Talk to me.
Are those recipes, because you're an excellent chef, are those recipes that have been passed down from generation to generation, or are these your recipes with you and Teresa?
Me and Teresa.
Really?
Yeah, mostly. Like, we take a little bit of how my mom or how her mom or our family did, but then you add your own, and it just becomes
Did
magic.
you write it down? And
no.
You're not coming up with a book. I mean, that's next.
You know what? Yeah, I actually I am. I wanna write a book. No, I wanna write a book because I'm starting to forget in my life what's going on.
You're coming out with a TV show.
Yeah,
it's a little more important than a book. When is that? We're going to
so
start taping it on Monday.
We start taping on Monday, yeah, and that's going to be
The World of Sonny Santino.
The World of Sonny Santino. It's going to be a show that's going to talk about everything. First of all, we're going to be talking in Italian and in English, and we'll have the translations, right? And how do you call it? The
closed caption.
Closed caption.
Yeah. Subtitles.
Yeah, closed caption for the people that can't hear.
That's
right.
Yeah.
So.
That's for me and Jacko.
You're going to have a cooking session?
No, yeah, later on we will.
Oh,
yeah,
good,
later
good,
on
good,
we will.
As soon as we build a kitchen.
Anyway, it's going to be about, I'm going to talk about every life in Italy, life here in Vegas. So the Italians will start to learn how we live here, because a lot of people just think also the Strip.
They think we live in hotels.
They ask me, where do you live? I live in Vegas. Oh,
what hotel?
What hotel?
Yeah,
you close to what hotel? They think that's just the Strip.
That's right.
Vegas is a lot more than the Strip. So we're going to try to educate them there to what Vegas is here, and we're going to try to educate the people here on what really Italy has to offer. So it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to have guests on and stuff. So
sitting next to you is Doug Shane.
That's me.
Doug's a true Las Vegas original, starting in 1976. Doug was hired by Broadcast Associates to turn around a losing radio station. Bad ratings, no money. He's a former general manager, a morning talent, radio programming consultant from Wichita, Kansas. You studied at Wichita State University, was a programming consultant for Broadcast Associates, which included KFMS and KVEG, which is currently right here next door and part of Kemp Broadcasting, but it was FM at the time.
Right.
And
no, KVEG was AM.
Was AM.
1400.
All right. Well, it's FM now.
Right.
And it was AM, the other way around. You live in Pahrump since 2021.
Yeah.
You spent 20 years in Colorado. You left Vegas. You were on the boss there, and they came to you one day, and in the hallway, they told you weren't necessary anymore, and you packed your bag and you were gone in 30 minutes.
Yep.
Did you go to Colorado right after that?
No, I had an ad agency. I started an ad agency.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. In fact, I had some clients when I went to Colorado.
Did you get any of my clients
no,
that I left you?
I wouldn't touch your clients at all.
Nobody would, actually.
No.
They were great clients.
We've been friends a long time.
Great clients. Walker Furniture, Carpet Barn, Mr. B's, Garrett's Furniture, and so many more that they don't know about, but some that they do.
Right.
Also, you're part of the Nevada Broadcast alumni community.
Yes.
And you're involved with the Tony and Linda Benici Scholarship Fund.
Yes.
And a close friend of James Russell of Mr. Bill's fame.
Yeah.
We all knew Mr. Bill's Smoke Shop, Neal.
Okay.
Smoke Shop in the 70s. And still, is it still going?
Yeah.
You Mr. Bill's?
Oh, yeah.
I think they're on Sahara at Decatur, because I've heard that commercial.
There's an R at the end of that, Decatur.
I'm from Massachusetts. We don't have R's.
Decatur.
I got that too.
Said Decatur.
Yeah, well, we parked the car in the Harvard Yard next to the harbor. So other than that, next to Decatur.
Thank you.
How's that better? Thank you.
Let's play this. I have a little cut that I found today on YouTube. It's called Nights in Vegas, 1988. It's a little bit about radio in 1988 right here in Las Vegas, and you were the program director of KFMS,
Yes.
KVG at the time. Let's listen to what it's interesting. Listen to this.
Okay.
At $15,000 in cash. Happens every 100.5 minutes. KMZQ Henderson, Las Vegas. The
KMZQ.
A wider variety of today's music.
100.5 FM KMZQ. We are the official station of the 88 Silver Cup. Unlimited hydroplane races. Those races are coming soon. We've got details on that too, by the way. 100.5 FM KMZQ. We are the new #1 adult music station and a wider variety of today's music. Terrence Trent Darby there. Sign your name. And Jim Fox coming up this hour. Some great music for you. You got Nobody's Fool by Kenny Loggins coming up next year. Erasure and those Chains of Love. We're going to break them. That's coming up too.
You're listening to the new #1 adult music station. KMZQ. And your chance at $15,000 every 100.5 minutes.
Here's a little cut from KMZQ, the station that we're currently on.
Was that here in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they used the adult station.
Yeah,
I
we're going to
probably had
talk
a
about
different,
that.
different
That'd
meaning back
be
then.
perfect for you, Neal. You
Yeah.
can tell all your dirty jokes. And
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. I mean, maybe I can get a memorial. No,
you want more? What
I want
t-shirt?
more. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. Let's have it at the...
That's why it was adult radio.
Yeah.
The Neal
haven't done that
Portnoy
at the-
wet T-shirt contest.
You
They were
haven't done that at
#1
the
adult.
gallery
But
yet, right?
They were #1 adult, but we were #1. 12 plus and 25.
Were they
54.
really? No, let's talk about ratings. You're the program director. You're
Sure.
up against that show. You were there.
Yeah.
So what do you do to counter that when they say they're #1 adult? What do they mean? X-rated? No.
Well,
they mean adult music.
In the old days, it was all facts and figures. So you could say you're #1 when the sun's out or the moon's out or whatever. You could say that. But you look at the ratings in the first 4 or 5 pages of the book, and if you're the highest number, 12 plus or 25, 54, which is where all the money was, or you could be #1 65 plus, you could be #1 18 plus. We were #1 12 plus and 25, 54 for years.
So those are the best two. 12
Those are the
plus,
best
which
two.
is the entire market.
Right. That means the entire market.
And then #1 with the prime time,
25, 54.
which is the buyers.
Yes.
Which is when you come to a radio station and they say, Doug, we're losing our butt here, and we're not making any money, and no one can sell anything. We have no image. What do you do? What do you do the first turnaround? You get a programming service, or is that you?
Well, that was me for years before I came into Vegas, because I was a consultant out of Dallas, Texas, and I consulted 75 radio stations out of Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was the guy that listened to their air checks all the time and told them what to do and whatever. We supplied the music. It was all automated stations, but we did the promotions and music, and I flew all around the country and listened to them. But what you do when you take over a radio station is you sit back and you listen to them for about a week and find out what they're doing and what they need to change. And then you go in and you start doing different things. We took over, we bought a couple of stations in Albuquerque, because after I was here, Broadcast Associates went out and bought 2 stations in Albuquerque and 2 stations in El Paso.
I worked for them. In 1981, I was the general manager of KKJY, Albuquerque.
K-Joy.
Before-
How do you
It was
remember
beautiful
these
music.
letters?
And before that, Doug, I was the general manager with Jerry May. I was the sales manager at KSET, Cassette Radio in El Paso.
That was the first disco station in the country.
That's right.
And we had Kent Burkhart came in
Right.
and did that.
I was in sales, so I had nothing to do with the
and
program.
I was the national program director, so I was
Right.
the one that had to
So
fly
I must have
in.
worked for you.
Well, when we first bought K-Joy, which I don't know if you heard about, but we brought K-Joy, and since I was the national PD
In Albuquerque, New Mexico.
yeah,
Well, they had K-Set, right?
KSET, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had
before
KS.
that, was it K, 8-track?
Well,
No,
it
the
wasn't
call letters were
KHRAC.
Oh, I didn't
KSET.
know.
Well, you're really reaching for these
I'm
jobs.
trying
You
all
know,
over the
but-
place tonight.
You know, they took those out of cars a long time ago, Neal.
Right, right.
Steve sent me in.
Steve Gold, the owner of the
Steve
station.
Gold sent me in.
Len Howard.
And Steve sent me in to fire everybody at the station.
That's right.
I fired everybody, and then 30 minutes later,
What a nice
I
job.
started having interviews to hire everybody back.
Let me just add this. It's similar. When I went into a new hotel that I was going to
Mm-hmm.
take over as either at the GM or something like, or the entertainment, whatever it is.
Lots of them.
I snuck into the hotel 2 weeks. I'm talking about the Edgewater
Yeah, okay.
in Laughlin.
To look around.
I went in 2 weeks. No one knew who I was except the people that needed to know.
Sure.
Right.
And I got a room there, and I just looked around. And then 2 weeks later, I fired everybody.
Yep.
Actually, I kept the people that made sense, the bartenders, the waitresses, and the people back at the house. But I did get rid of most of the executives because that's the reason I was there.
Well, that's
turned the damn thing around.
That's why they fired
So you
me
sneak in.
on my birthday when I was at
That's
KFM.
nice.
They fired me on my birthday
In the hallway. It's like hall sex.
Yeah.
Let's not do that,
Don't go
Joe.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you were talking about promotions, and before we went live on air,
Right.
I'm looking at some of the promotions you were involved with over the years.
Yeah.
How did you get all of these? Trip to New York for the first game of the World Series. Trip to Hong Kong with $5,000 shopping spree. You know, crew lunches taken aside, broadcast live from California. You had a lot of big ticket items. How did you get that?
We did more promotions in a month than most stations did back then in a year.
And that's why you became number one.
Well, we were always out there. I mean, we did I Love You Las Vegas parties that we had at bars with free food and free beer for 2 hours.
Wow.
We did that on Wednesdays. And then on Thursdays, we did Stampede parties for KFM. And then again, that was free food and free beer for 2 hours. Couldn't get away with that now. But Steve gave me X amount of dollars to spend every quarter for the ratings, and I spent it like we gave away a 10-car sweepstakes.
Now, that's when radio had audience. What's wrong with radio today? Hold that answer.
Okay.
Because
I got an answer.
We got to go to break.
We
got to go to break. And, Sonny, we're going to break with your Mario song. Tell us a little bit about this.
Mario's song is, I can't tell a little bit about it. It's
Tell a lot about it, Sonny.
We talk, right? We got enough time right now.
Well, yeah, you got 5 seconds. Go.
5 seconds ain't going to do it.
Go.
But it's about I was on the cruise ship. My brother-in-law, Teresa's brother, Mario, he had cancer, and he had it for a couple of years. And when he passed away, I was on the cruise ship, and I was in Alaska, and I could not get back for the funeral. We were in the middle of nowhere, where the ice glaciers were. So what I did to be there, I gathered up a bunch of my guys, and I said, we need to make a song right away. I said, I have to send something back for the funeral. I have to be there in one form.
Right.
And so I remember all the things that he used to tell me. We used to talk to each other every week when I go back into port, and he would tell me all about his life and what he would miss about his wife and everything about him. And so I put all those things together. I gathered up my band, gathered up guys in the orchestra, and we recorded it in a little room. And my vocal was recorded. This is the actual original still, and it was recorded in the bathroom. Believe it or not, we put up the blankets, everything to muffle them.
Bathroom on the ship.
On the ship, on my room, and then so this song was also it was a hit. Everybody loved it.
Wait a minute. They put up the blankets. They had no doors on the bathroom?
No, I put the blankets
to
muffle the sound. To muffle the sound.
But
No doors.
You know, bathrooms used to be a great place to get that reverb.
But you don't want that. Not when you're recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then it was also, it went there. I sent it. I FedExed it. They played it for the funeral. Everybody loved it. And then I performed it on the ship. Because I said, I'm taking the song and I'm putting it away, and that's it. It's only for that purpose. And then a couple of years later, I took it out again, and I performed it on the ship. And there was somebody that was in charge of the 9/11 memorial thing that they were doing in New York, and they asked me, "Can we play this song?" Of course. And so yeah, it was played there.
That's awesome.
It's a beautiful song, and if you listen to the words, everybody that hears this song, it's a tear effect. So this is going on my album now. We're redoing it, and it's going to be going on my album. It's a beautiful song. It's called Mario's Song. I'll Be There.
Okay, let's listen. Mario's song, I'll Be There by Sonny Santino. Going to break.
We're all just here for a little while. I thank you all for the memories we've shared. You're the ones that's made my life complete. And now you know there's something I can't defeat. And that's the way life goes. And who would know? I would they were his. And let's hold back our tears. Please just be strong for me. Live your life as you were all with me. Think of all the times we've laughed and cried. And when you're feeling down, look above and pray. Remember, I'll be here. I'll be here. Ogni volta che ti senti giù, guarda il cielo, pensa solo a me. Sentirai il mio cuore vicino a te. Sarò sempre con te. Now it's time for me to go. I hate to leave, and I hope that you know I'll always be around you every day. And just look up and pray. Please just be strong for me. Live your lives as you were all with me. Think of all the times we've laughed.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Stand by for Vegas Live Entertainment Radio with Ron Garrett and co-host Neal Portnoy.
Hey Vegas! Celebrate every day in style at the Composer's Room. From live music to comedy shows, we've got entertainment that'll give you that Las Vegas vibe. Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you're a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Reserve your visit to the Composer's Room today and start celebrating Las Vegas our way.
Looking for a night out that's pure Vegas? Welcome to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, voted best comedy club in Las Vegas. Located at the Link Promenade, just steps from the High Roller, it's your ticket to big laughs from top comics handpicked by Jimmy Kimmel himself. No two shows are alike. Every night's a headliner, and every seat's a great one. Get your laughs at the best. Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, only in Vegas, only at the Link.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Stand by for Vegas Live Entertainment Radio with Ron Garrett and co-host Neal Portnoy.
And we're back on Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, along with co-host Neal Portnoy and our guests, the world-famous Doug Shane, everybody with the voice, and the terrific singer, Mr. Sonny Santino, and chef, and nice guy, and all that baloney.
Entrepreneur.
That goes
I
with,
like
it
that
goes
one.
with it all. Hello to, first of all, we have something
Listen,
a
I
little
want
sad.
Yeah, a little sad. Our Vegas entertainment community lost a legendary performer here in town. Teddy K passed away suddenly tonight at the dispensary. There is a celebration of life for Teddy K at the dispensary. So if you want to show your respects, go down to the dispensary tonight and remember a great performer.
That's on,
Teddy K.
where's it at? It's on Flamingo?
It's Trop and Flamingo.
Trop and Flamingo. Around
Yeah,
there,
my midday guy used to own that. I think
Yeah,
he's
Doug
still
James, right?
Yeah, Doug
Doug
James.
James.
Yeah.
Other shout-outs, thank you, Neal. That was,
Thank
we
you,
knew
Neal.
Teddy, and Teddy was a terrific guy and a good
Terrific
singer
guy,
as
yep,
well, yeah.
yep.
Shout-outs to Diane Geritano, Boscolina, somebody from Italy?
No,
Bosco.
That's all the way from Canada. They're hearing you
Canada.
from Canada. See, you're getting all over the world already.
That's
Look at
right.
this.
The best Frankie Valley guy out there, Mr. Mark Maynard, is watching.
Mark Maynard.
And listening right now, David Orloff, you're a photographer,
Yeah,
and
yep.
and a friend of Brian, who's
Sure.
also our photographer.
Friend of mine, too.
Stevie Dunham, hello, Don of Vinyl, Stevie Dunham. A new listener, Doug Stark, he doesn't come
Dougie,
much.
my piano player.
Well, hello,
Yeah,
Doug.
yeah.
And Kathy Gatto.
That's another very good friend of mine.
Glad
yeah.
you have. There's Teresa Vargo. You know her?
I think I know Teresa.
Yeah,
I think
that's
you
true.
all
That's
know
lovely.
Teresa.
We all know
right? You know, the
Teresa,
Teresa
yeah.
Puffs.
And also Janet Lee.
Oh.
Also, which is Janet Conway up
Yeah.
in New Jersey. What a lovely woman she is. She watches and listens all the
All the time.
She gives me a critique. She says, "Tell Neal." No, I won't tell. We won't go there.
Both of my friends haven't called in, I guess.
Yeah, well.
You only got two friends.
I only have two.
Well, they'll find the station.
But my wife Terry,
many
I
you
mean,
got here?
she's there.
Terry's on.
Yeah,
All right. That's
she's
good.
there.
Good. Doug, you know,
Yes.
when I was a disc jockey,
Yeah,
I hated program directors
I know.
because they wouldn't hire me.
Why?
I wasn't very good, maybe. That could have been the reason. But I used to send out tapes to guys like you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take it out on you tonight, man.
Oh, do
and
it.
I got nothing. I thought, I'm the greatest disc jockey in the world.
Crickets.
Why can't these guys hire me? And I would send out 50 tapes in a month.
Yep.
And I'm waiting for the one ear that heard it and said, "Hey, Ron, you're good."
Right.
I got that. They sent me to Springfield, Vermont, population 3,500.
That's where you go.
And I kept sending out tapes. Well, there's guys like you that didn't hire me.
The way he's doing it. I love
You
it.
know?
I know.
That's the Italian in him right
finger.
there.
Guys
right
like
there.
you. You know what this is? You know what this is? That's the Maloik.
Corna, maluccio.
Yeah, that's what that is.
So, Doug,
The only thing I know is.
So why didn't you hire? I'm sure I sent you a tape once.
No.
No, I used I was Ronnie Garrett. I was Sandy Beach. I was Chuck Roast. I was R.J.
Roast.
Garrett. I was so many different names.
Well, I
Chuck
was
Roast. That was my favorite one. Chuck.
I was one of the PDs that actually used to call them back.
Yeah.
And tell them why.
Which how many tapes a week would you get?
Well, it depends where I
People
ran.
looking for jobs.
It
Well,
depends.
how would you critique Ron Garrett? Critique
Well,
Ron
he's
Garrett.
the best voice around.
There
Are you
go.
kidding?
There you go.
Now,
Well, you probably you had.
when I talked like this, it was a little bit different.
You had to learn how to do that.
I know that I can
You
grab
had
my
to learn
crotch.
how to project.
It's easy. Why? I'll grab my crotch and my voice goes right where it belongs.
I used to tell my guys when I started in Wichita, Kansas, we had a studio back here, newsroom here, in the front lobby out here. And I'd say, look, when you're on air, you talk to that front lobby and you talk to one person.
Project.
Because, yeah, you project. Because radio, which we've lost all of that, is a one-on-one conversation with you and two ears.
Here's an air check from 1984. This is KUC, your competition. Let's listen a little bit to it.
Yeah.
Ellis Beef Feasters, Radio Air Check, and Classic TV Channel.
KLUC at 6:45, 15 before 7 o'clock. Hello.
Or are you going to play ZZ Top so I can get some exploitation?
Oh, don't be. 98 KLUC, that's Eddie Grant or Eddie Grant, depending on whether or not you definitely do need a salad fork when you sit down to eat. 6:50 right now, 10 before 7 o'clock. And a pleasant morning to you. This is the mellow.
You recognize that voice?
You're weirding out, Bill. Wake up. Come on now.
Bill
Come
Kelly.
on. Yeah, the newsman that made Milwaukee famous.
Good morning.
He's right here. Robert T. Beers. How you doing, Bob?
There's sunshine hanging up overhead there.
And a decreased possibility we'll get some rain today.
They did the weather in those
Things
days.
are looking up.
Yeah.
We were all looking up on Saturday going, are those
You know,
I would
what's
hire
amazing,
him.
What's amazing about this is you listen to the voices, and Ron, you've done this before on air when you say, well, let me give you my radio voice. Hey, it isn't Ron Garrett.
Right.
They talk so fast.
We call puking it. Did you puke it up there, Doug?
We all did. At one point or another.
Hey, you're on the radio right now with Doug Shade. I'm here with Doug Shade and Jim Dallas, along with Neal Portnoy and the great Sonny Santino.
I was not that bad.
We'll be rocking and rolling, shucking and jiving, moving and grooving. We got it down, baby.
Well, he sounded like.
That's why I didn't get a job, by the way. What you just heard. That's why I didn't get the job.
Okay, well, he sounded like he got instructed by the real Don Steele out of 93 KHJ.
You know, I was there for a week.
KHJ?
I did. I was a teacher at the Bill Wade School of Broadcasting in Los Angeles on Wilshire Boulevard.
You know, all those former disc
Bill, I
jockeys-
wasn't finished with my story.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then you can jump in there, Neil.
I'll jump in. Go ahead.
So I was working with him at his radio school on Wilshire Boulevard. He was on the weekend. He was the regular guy, but he asked me to fill in for him for his vacation.
Wow.
And they didn't know me over there, so I went over to, it was on Wilshire Boulevard where KHJ was.
Yeah.
So I'd go over there, and it's about a 3-story building. I get in the elevator with all the disc jockeys. On floor 1, we're all talking like this. Hi, how are you today? And as we got higher, voices lowered. By the time we got to the studio, it was, hi, how are you today? We're all, honest to goodness, it happened that way. We go out and do the show. And I did the show for a week, and then they ran me out of town right after that.
Well, the guy that was on 93 KHJ came from my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Arthur Ferguson. Did you ever meet him? His name was Charlie Tuna.
Charlie Tuna I met, but not Arthur Ferguson.
The same guy.
The real Don Steele. There was Don Z, the all-night guy. There was, and the soundtrack of my life was Lee Allen in Detroit at WXYZ. Lee Allen on the horn, and that was in the 60s.
I love the real
All right,
Don
enough
Steele.
of that. Let's.
Well,
Yes,
I'm
sorry.
No, it's okay. What I was going to say earlier was all of those former disc jockeys that talk really fast, they now do those commercials on TV. Have you seen them? Where, hey, if you get
the pocket fisherman,
right?
yeah.
That's where they ended up.
Or the K-Tel. You remember that guy? That guy used to be
K-Tel, yeah.
K-Tel Records.
Yeah.
K-Tel Records, yes.
It was Ron Popeil with the Vegematic and the Pocket Fisherman and the Ginzu Knives.
That's right.
It chops, it dumps, it does.
Yeah.
And then the line that will be on my tombstone. Tammy, make sure this is on my tombstone. But wait, there's more. Now, isn't that a good tombstone?
That's a nice one.
I want able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Unable to leap tall buildings at a single bound, but I'll try.
Okay. Let me see who else is. Heidi Thompson, she's watching and listening.
Heidi, Gene and Heidi.
And Robert Brandyke. Hello, Robert. Thank you all for being on it. Heidi's got this beautiful, in Georgia, this beautiful studio and Gene is there, the best writer and singer, and Heidi the same.
They did
lyrics.
a great post today. Thank you from Ron and myself
That's
for the
right,
kind
thank you.
words that you wrote on the Facebook post about getting involved with the jingles with Ron's career, all the casinos when Ron was in that industry, and of course doing Have You Been Portnoy jingle. It was wonderful. And
That's a
thank
great
you.
jingle.
It's a great jingle.
That's a great jingle.
We're all going to turn Italian right now, so Sonny, please join us. Keep the mics on, and let's listen to Lou Monte, and you'll recognize this. Here we go. Let's all become Italian.
Come on, let's do it.
I don't know any of the words.
You got to learn.
Don't sing.
Picchio mio che stai dare, mamma mia, pensaci tu. There you go. Se ti dogno lo scarpero, il tu va, il tu vieni, e stringetto la mano tieni. Get on here, get
No
on here.
idea what
Come
I'm
on, Ron,
saying.
use that voice. Non me voglio maritare, uè mamma. This guy.
That's enough of that. Right? Let's go to break. We'll be right back. Thank you, Sonny.
Yeah.
You know your pool looks tired and worn out, don't wait. Call.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Stand by for Vegas Live Entertainment Radio with Ron Garrett and co-host Neal Portnoy.
Hey Vegas! Celebrate every day in style at the Composers Room. From live music to comedy shows, we've got entertainment that'll give you that Las Vegas vibe. Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you're a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Reserve your visit to the Composers Room today and start celebrating Las Vegas our way.
Looking for a night out that's pure Vegas? Welcome to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, voted best comedy diner, and every seat's a great one. Get your laughs at the best. Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, only in Vegas, only at the Link.
Your pool looks.
And back for the final segment of Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, along with Neal Portnoy, director personified, and a great singer and a good guy, Mr. Sonny Santino. Did you put Sonny Santino Vegas so you would be different? Vegas. Lori Moore, another good listener and viewer. And Vegas. Right. Tour on Wednesday.
Congratulations.
5 hours before we know about it, because that's where Hawaii is 5 hours behind us. So you'll be married 5 hours before we even know.
You got a great crew. You got
they're great.
crew.
Also, Richard Giacovino, he's the managing partner.
Another Italian.
At Hey Vegas Media, and Hey Vegas TV.
Unbelievable
His
stuff.
invention, he created it all by himself, and now he's got all us to help him make this show and the network.
Does that make him my boss? Is that what the...
He will be.
He will
He's
be?
your boss, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of that, what shows you got coming up? Let's hear about it, Sonny. And
Okay.
Doug, what job do you want? We'll get to that in just a minute.
Yeah, pitch me out there.
June 28th, I'm actually going to stop by. Jimmy Mullador's playing there at the Composers Room, so I'm going to.
And you're going to be back on again before the August show.
Yeah, before my big show, yeah. And then I'm going July 10th, I'll be at the Fiore at the Italian American Club. July 24th, the Dennis Bono show. August 6th, Marco Toole. August 21, the big one.
Yeah.
So that's the one that's going to be at the Italian American Club, and it's going to be great.
What's the name of it?
It's called In Other Words.
In Other Words, I...
This show is also, it's going to be about a lot of the songs that were written in English were also written in Italian, the same song. So we take it, and we have changed the arrangement on it, and so a song like Stand By Me, which is really pregherò. So, and we've bluesed it up. It's just changed, so it'll be in Italian and in English. So you'll be sitting there, you go, oh my God, is that Stand By Me? Is that? And so there's going to be opera, there's going to be pop, there's going to be everything. It's going to be a show that you will not forget. And
With
that's
a
at
full
August
band.
21st, and that's Coast to Coast is.
Tell us about
Trish.
the band, yeah.
The band is going to be 9
Trish.
pieces. Yeah, Trish.
Yeah. She had some.
And so that's going to be the show. Tell about the band. The band is going to be a 9-piece band. It's 3-piece horn section.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be. It's great. And we've been working pretty hard.
Who's your favorite singer, Sonny?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Elvis.
Elvis,
Yeah.
huh? Doug.
I almost had breakfast with him because one of his bodyguards was my boss when I worked at WVOV in Huntsville, Alabama.
There you go.
By the way, your show is going to be at the Italian American Club on Thursday, August 21st.
Look at that. See how he said that? He's like a radio announcer.
You know, Joel,
that's what he does.
Joel Righetti's father was also a bodyguard for Elvis.
So was Jerry Walker.
Was he really?
In Tahoe, when Elvis appeared at the Sahara in Tahoe, Jerry was, and he was his bodyguard.
The Rock.
The Rock.
So the show,
Jerry Walker and Marty. Marty says that everything came out well, and the headlights were bright and on during the wet T-shirt contest.
What did he have? Everything came out right.
The wet T-shirt contest.
All right.
We're back to wet T-shirts.
You got a short memory?
No, listen, my wife's got Alzheimer's now. She can't remember what she saw in me.
Hopefully, I can understand that. Doug.
Yes.
You looking for a gig? You want something to do? What would you do if you had your chance? What would it be?
Anything that deals with media.
I thought you retired now.
Well, I did, but I'm back in Vegas, and I love doing stuff like this.
What about the Broadcasters Association and the Tony and
Tony and Linda Bonici's Foundation?
Yes, you're behind that, right?
I'm part of the original 9, and we raise money for.
How does somebody contribute to that?
They can go on the website and just type in BAC, Broadcast Alumni Community, and we raise money for kids that want to stay in Vegas and Nevada and go to school and college and study media. And we give them scholarships.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time you do WHAM, you got to switch to that scholarship along with the one you're doing for the for the other.
When we bring it back next year,
because you keep giving back to the community.
Always.
That's it for our show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A great conversation. We'll bring you back for some more. If you don't find a job, if you do,
they can call.
I'll be on your show.
They can call you.
They can call me. Okay, I'll be your agent.
Yeah, there you go.
Sonny Santino, as always. I missed the sausage and the Teresa.
I'll make a new one, so I'll bring it the next one. Don't forget September 17th to the 20th. That one.
And where's your next dinner going to be?
The next dinner's on my place.
Sonny Santino dinner series. That's coming up.
I like how you talk about it every week. Where's Sonny eating tonight? Where's
everything? I go online, right, Neil?
Yeah, listen, the new show live from Sonny's.
And I made two new friends today and one older one.
Yes.
Thank you all for watching and
Love
listening.
you guys.
54 years in Las Vegas, 54 more to go.
Bye.
The town will be just as much fun then as it is now. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Pretty good.